Hello there, YouTube, and welcome to Friday, the 20th of February. And it was 24 degrees last night. She was biting cold, that's for sure. It's cloudy, but I don't think it's supposed to rain today. But so anyway, we got up and we didn't go to work today because Kelly had an 11:40 a.m. Dentist appointment. It's about 2:30 now. Got all that done. She's all happy and fixed up. And we just been kind of hanging around here for about, I don't know, the last 20 minutes or so. And anyway, I put the car away. We just got home and we just parked it outside. I was going to do something else, and I thought, well, go ahead and put the car away before it cools off, and I short run it, putting it in the garage. But yeah, everything's going okay so far today with the little mama's teeth. She's in there. She's still completely numb. She's laying there with a balled up toilet paper on her face. It says her nose is running and she can't feel it. So she's sitting there trying to watch TV with what looks like a diaper on her face. Poor thing. Man, they must have really numbed her up good for what they done. But anyway, she's happy with everything. Everybody's happy and cool. And insurance paid for most of it. I think we had to pay $50 or something like that. But let's sit down and let's talk about the Harley event that's coming up. And sure, I told you guys I was going to wait for some emails, and I got them all in this morning. And anyway, we'll sit down and talk about that for a bit. See you later. Huh? I said see you later. She was coming on the walk, and then she decided I changed my mind. She wanted to wash her shoes. She goes, I remembered, I want to wash my shoes. Okay. No dingbat here. I don't know how she knows. I must literally think about it and put off a scent. It's got to be. Because I did nothing. I even left her outside. And she's barking at the front door, freaking out. And Kelly's, will you hurry up? That dog's driving me nuts. Ooh, look at all the traffic through here. Wow. Oh, don't go under there. Here. Yeah, it's all hooves. Wow. I mean, that's a beat down. Oh, yeah, look at this. Come over here, Sasha. Look what they've been walking through here. Man. Them deer have been moving. There's Danny over there. He's always exploring. We're coming, Danny. That sure is beautiful. There's number 3, number 4, number 5. There's a whole herd. And deer are out there collecting like the elk do. They have a whole herd out there. I kind of wish, like the Action 6, I could zoom while I was recording, but I literally have to stop it and start. Oh, what I say 6? That was 7. That was real small one. Anyway. There's 8. That must be Mama or somebody following up the rear. That might be that one that's literally not afraid of us. Sasha, she's got her snoot to the ground so much you don't even see it out there. That's pretty impressive. That's a lot of deer. I seen some deer. Well, I first went out there to record, but Danny ran out there and they all took off. He wasn't chasing them, he just was running around and freaked them out. I could not get that camera going. There was at least 7 more all in one thing. There's all woof, 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 woof. Holy moly, there's a lot of deer out here. That's crazy. Man, going along, put the camera away in my pocket. Looked up and here they come flying over the fence. Look at that, she walked through the water. She's on the smell for something. She smells something. She's like literally nose to the ground and pulling. Where'd it go, Sasha? She goes, I'll find it. Gotta be smelling something to walk right through the water. Obviously that's, look how tall that thing is. And they just sail over that thing. No problem. That's what y'all went through. Danny says I'm smelling them too. Is that another trail there, Danny? Oh yeah, that one's well beat down. Montasha's barbed wire right there. Danny somehow is the master of flipping through those things. See if she slips down the water. She was just under that stump right there. And she slid down. I didn't think a dog could run their feet in a backwards motion that fast. Now she wants to go right back over where she was. You sure got the sniffles going for something out here, don't you? Well, I hope that windsock's working because it is quite windy out here. Whoa, what did you just do? I thought she took off. She tripped. Where'd that goofball Danny go? Yeah, that's windy. That's heckle windy. Look at you, you're out of breath there, dog. He come running down the road. He was way back there. I think when he went down that trail earlier down the road, he never came back out. Well, Sasha won out a little battle, as you might have guessed. I just went in the house for a little bit, and she's like freaking out. She's ready to go for her walk. I got done with the walk, had a late lunch, and she freaked out, and we went for a second walk. Man, that dog. You got to take her like towards the end of the day, because if you go too early and there's more daylight out, and as it gets towards the end of the day, and it starts getting darker, it was getting cloudier and stuff, and she's ready to go again. She goes, oh, we're about to run out of light. We got to go for a walk. So you got to watch taking her for an early walk, because another one comes about. That's crazy, all the deer. And Raylyn, so she goes and she says, I want to clean my shoes. She got her shoes dirty at school. And I said, do you want to change your shoes? She goes, no. I'm going to clean my shoes. I'll walk another day. I go, okay, that's up to you. So I guess she went in, cleaned her shoes, decided she wants to go, and then ran out to the road, and I was too far down. But she didn't holler at me or anything to say she wanted to come out. I waited for her. She's her hair's all up. She's so cute when she goes to school. Christy does her hair up. She's just a doll anyway. But anyway, so Sasha got 2 walks. Now she's sitting out there on the porch playing guard dog. But with Harley-Davidson, what Harley is going to do, they're going to fly Kelly and I to the East Coast. And we're going to ride the new 26 Limiteds, the big Grand American touring models that they have for 26, the newest ones. And we're going to, from about midway on the East Coast, we're going to ride down. So we're going to spend a couple days doing it, ride down to Daytona. And it's going to be during bike week. And just my mind is spinning over it. This is so cool. But when we get there, there's different events and stuff we're going to do. But one of the things is we're going to on one day we're gonna go hang out and do the factory racing tour. So we'll get to see the super hooligan bikes, the probably some flat track bikes, because flat track is going on also, and of course the king of the baggers. Oh man! And hopefully we'll meet some of those guys, and I'm sure we'll be hanging out with the Harley crowd. The people from Harley are related to it in one form or another. I don't know if we'll get special seating. I have no idea about that, but we're going to watch. I don't know which one of the races, because there's like this in a 2-day event. I think they do. There's like race 1, race 2, and anyway, we're going to watch one of those races, and also watch a super hooligan race as well. And then, man, that's so cool. And then there's one day that's going to be kind of a free day to roam around Daytona, and Harley's going to send Kelly and I out on 26 Trikes. They got the Road Glide 3, which is kind of flirty with a Road Glide fairing, and the touring models, limited. Have you guys seen the presentation? They're nice, really nice. They really upped the game on their Trikes. But the big thing is they've completely reworked the rear suspension on them, and it's got more than twice the travel. It works similar to independent suspension, but it's not independent. It's actually a technology that's been around quite a while. Exotic race cars, Italian cars, whatever, back in the day, have used that. And the key to it is you're going to get the stability of, the fixed axle, like flirty here, but yet you get the flexibility of going over independent bumps, and plus twice the travel of what this has, more than twice the travel. And so it'll have the effect of being independent, but have the stability of being basically a solid axle. Everything's lighter. They've got a new reverse system instead of using that looks like an automotive starter back on the rear drive sprocket off to the side of it, and it activates just like a car starter. Well, now it's using the regular engine starter, but it shifts the transmission in a way that it, like other manufacturers have done that, but the transmission will shift and go into reverse instead of having this exposed starter at the back. So it's probably more complicated, but yet much lighter. Just, it makes sense for a reverse. They've had, for a while, those reverse kits where you can switch the end of the transmission here and puts it in reverse, for the big touring bikes and stuff. None of them have been factory installed for the touring bikes, but I've seen quite a few of them come through our store, getting tires and, simple services and whatnot. But with all this, there's going to be, this is what's referred to as a press ride. So we're all going to gather up at our takeoff point and go over the bikes, get everything, hooked up, probably get your phone connected. So you got Apple CarPlay and all that stuff going on. And there's a whole list of creators that are going to be there. I'm not going to list their names because I don't know how they're going to do their videos. A lot of those guys do stuff and they have a really delayed release of their videos, which obviously I'm going to have some delayed releases. I'll vlog every single day like I always do, but those times where I'm late catching up on trying to do multiple vlogs per day, but yet still vlog that day's vlog. So I'll be doing that. But anyway, should we expose, I'll have to talk to them people, if they want to be on my videos and stuff like that, but you'll recognize who these people are. It's gonna be cool. So Harley's gonna be doing some recording of us on the ride down. We're going to run down the East Coast. Instead, there's some really cool roads and routes that they've got sorted out. And we're going to spend the night somewhere on the way down. And that the morning after we spend the night, there's going to be some more photo shoot stuff and videoing of from their team, and then we'll be off and we'll ride that day down into Daytona. The reason they want this to be, they don't want any specific times, dates, or locations. You can just say Daytona Motor Speedway, because there'll be so many people there you couldn't find a needle in a haystack in that thing. But anyway, it's going to be exciting, and there's a kind of like a day of rest, so to speak, where we're free to just roam around Daytona and do whatever we want to do. Some people will actually use that day as our return day. It depends on what everybody's schedule is. But on that day, they're going to set Kelly and I out to spend the day, a whole day, on the new Trikes. So my contact says she's going to have some routes, get some people in the know of what's cool around there. Says you're going to want to get out of Daytona because it's it's going to be a madhouse, and some places to go ride that'll be really cool. And we'll do some ride reviews and do some sit down bike reviews and go over these things. Kelly's probably going to like that thing so much and end up with another trike in the garage here. Poor old Flirty may have to get some wings and move on to a new owner. Those things are expensive though, holy moly. But she loves this thing, absolutely loves it, and I think that comes across through the videos. That maybe what caught Harley's attention. I have no idea. It would be interesting to find out what drew you to us. And because from the beginning they want to know what Kelly, who's had this thing for 5 years, what her opinion is, after all the riding of this, to ride these new ones. And after that trip to Leavenworth, going across White Pass there by Mount Rainier, she had some, let's say, lack of seat time. That was pretty interesting. When you go across something on this bad boy, and you go, that was pretty rough. I mean, I didn't get kicked around or anything, but you can tell it used up some suspension. Kelly, slow down. This is gonna be a good one, She had me. I was laughing so hard, you almost get those tears in your eyes. You can't see where you're going. She was talking about she was out of the seat and the bike was sideways. And one thing about Harley is you get one of those things out of control. They always right themselves. It's the craziest thing ever. I mean, it's nuts. It's some crazy geometry in there. But anyway, and at the end of that day, when we spend a day just with the Trikes, her and I just doing our own thing, there's what they call Trike night, where it's just a big old party with Trike people, I guess. And also there'll be a time, I think maybe before the Trike night thing starts, that we'll run off. They'll have some 25s to ride, and then back to back, jump on 26s and take that same course and come back and see what you think. So I guess it's some kind of a cool course to test out suspension. One's gonna beat you down, and the other one's gonna cruise over it, I would imagine. So that would be fun. But this is going to be super exciting. Can't believe that. And it's all expense paid. Even the food, unless you want extra things or in between things. But Kelly and I are, three times a day people anyway. So this is just this whole thing is just, it's like somebody pinched me. Is this real or what? Hold on, Christy's got a Walmart order coming in, so it's liable to get some dogs barking here. False alarm. It was just a neighbor cruising by. You know, I was mentioning yesterday, I had one thing that I said that Kelly and I were stressing over is Kelly was bugging me. You need to email her and ask her, how we need to pack. Do we need to pack like we're gonna live on motorcycles for all those days, or what? We're thinking, how we're gonna have to get a couple backpacks. How we're gonna carry our helmets. So we'd kind of decided that we'd each have a backpack with whatever clothes we can stuff in them, and carry our helmets, because you can carry two bags on the plane. So that's what we're gonna do. But Kelly goes, you need to email her, because I don't have a backpack big enough, for clothes and stuff like that. So and you got your size, it has to be TSA safe. So anyway, I emailed her, and she emailed me back and says that there will be a chase vehicle. So if you have any roll bags or whatever, that we can bring them. She advised that we bring some rain gear, because as I know, I was born on the West Coast and South Carolina, and right on the coast, and it rained every single day. Literally rained every day. I just remember, and then we've gone back to visit, over the years, and it still rains every single day. Sometimes it's just a sprinkle, sometimes it's a flash flood, But so we need to make sure we got proper rain gear, and she advised, make sure that, because the chase vehicle may not be with us at every stop, so make sure your camera gear, any kind of riding gear that you may need, you have that with you on the bikes. Of course, we're going to be on a touring bike, so we'll have a lot of room. Well, we'll be 2 up on it. When we first started talking, she goes, I got a problem. I only have 1 left. He goes, would you mind? Would you and Kelly be, object to riding 2 up? And I'm like, well, Kelly doesn't ride 2 wheels anymore, so yeah, 2 up is fine. And we've rode 2 up for so many years that it won't bother her at all. She's gonna have a ball riding them the new 3-wheelers. That's gonna be fun. Very interesting. Very fun. Hanging out with Harley. Man, just never in all my days. It didn't take much to get me excited. But that definitely does. Man, how cool. But anyway, that's it in a nutshell. Harley's gonna fly us out east. We're gonna do a big ride down to Daytona and do some riding while we're at Daytona. See some races, see some cool factory race bikes, and probably meet all kinds of people that you probably didn't think you'd ever meet in 100 years or ever. And it'll be a great time. It'll be so cool. And the other YouTubers, it's going to be fun to meet them as well. Fun times. We're going to take you guys along for the ride. It's going to be a wild one. So excited. Anyway, I'm going to roll with that. Hope that's good news. Hope you guys looking forward to that. Boy, I sure am. Super excited. Now, my mind is just going 100 miles an hour, making sure I gotta, get Kelly's helmet hooked up, get a camera on her nose piece, make sure all my mics and stuff, because I gotta, alter some things, because those magnets have to be reversed inside our helmets to hold the mic 3s.
But yeah, Daytona with Harley-Davidson. How about that? God almighty.
Well, hello there, YouTube. So, I already have that, pinch me, make sure this all feels real, and we ain't even gone to the thing yet.
Yeah.
With Harley. Now, we're there. That's just going to be one of those unreal.
Yeah.
Just like, how did I get here?
Yeah.
What happened that I ended up here at this moment?
It's gonna be epic.
Is that kind of special? I think to us, I don't know. It's just that's deeply special. But we ain't even gone there. You don't even know. You can only think. It's probably gonna be a whole lot better than you could.
Ever
your
imagine.
Mind could even whip up in your little thoughts, But that's gonna be wild. Anyway, it's colder than heck.
Mm-hmm.
Abby's down here, won't leave Mom alone.
Trying to itch her with my foot.
Yep. Sasha's out there at the end of the sidewalk looking for
cats.
Cat to come by. Goofy mutt.
I know it.
With her 2 times walk today. Goofy dog. Knew I was in it. But I think we're gonna roll out of that and call it a day. And I think it's supposed to rain, it's saying tomorrow.
Yeah.
It was actually pretty nice today. Wicked cold, but nice.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of deer out there roaming around.
It's cool.
Yeah. All right.
Well,
Appreciate you watching, and I'll let Mama do her little thing there. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
It's all right. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. We really do appreciate it. We will talk to you tomorrow. Same smoke time, same smoke channel. Don't forget to give a thumbs up, and you guys have an amazing Saturday or Sunday. You quit laughing.
We should watch a TikTok video that. Yeah, it's a tough one to finish through. Have you ever seen the bearded dude singing this "When I Pass Away"?
Oh my God, I was in hysterics, bawling, and my eyes all red, and he goes, "You want to do a goodbye?" Oh, sure. Now I look like a total mess. I can't stop crying.
That thing cuts deep.
Yeah, it does.
All right. We'll see you guys tomorrow.
See you.
All right, bye-bye.